Well, the first thing I do in the morning is check on my surviving cory, and here he is, getting bigger every day, probably maybe 3/4 to 7/8 of an inch long now. Filling out, looking chunkier, lively. So I must have been doing something right so far. So if he's gotten this far, I think he'll be fine. And it looks like he's maybe even trying to graze on the plant, the hornwort that I have floating in his tank, as well as the food that I give him 2 to 3 times a day. Mostly it's been brine shrimp, live baby brine shrimp, crushed fish flakes, fry food, anything. But look at that. Isn't that a good sight to see? So he's doing pretty well. Later on in this clip, I discovered that he's now venturing to swim towards the top of the breeder box, probably learning how to gulp air or something at the surface of the water. Easier to film him when he's bigger too. I am so thankful that he has survived. See, it looks like he's chomping on some of that hornwort. So when you put floating plants in the water, it develops mold, or maybe what they call infusoria, little microorganisms. Okay, another thing I've been checking is the eggs that I put in there 4 days ago, and finally this afternoon at about 4 p.m. I discovered 2 of the eggs, as far as I can tell, have hatched. It's really hard to see them because of how transparent they are, but also how tiny they are. And these guys are really, really tiny. Again, maybe like not even 1/4 of an inch long. But definitely, here's one. Earlier today I put in a couple of shrimp to see if they would eat some of the, this moss that is stuck to some of the eggs. There's one. I lose track of which one was which, but I think I have 2. So you can see, if you look really closely, the body. See the fluttering of the fins on the side. And I can't imagine that all these black things are poop from just these 2 that have hatched, or what. Or it could be from the shrimp that I put in. I put them in for a little while this afternoon, then took them out. So it could be from the shrimp. I tried on my own to remove as much of the Java moss, or whatever kind of moss that was, hair grass, that was stuck to some of the eggs. See, definitely a baby fry, but I couldn't get all of the hair grass off. And so far none of my eggs have turned white, which is a sign that they've fungused. So this methylene blue really does seem to work as an antifungal. And finally, after I was looking at the eggs, I discovered that the cory in the breeder box is now venturing to the top of the tank. You'll see him again in a moment. Oh, you can see it right there. So that's a new stage of development.